Have you ever wished you could go behind the scenes with your favorite Hollywood stars?
I'm completely the opposite in my personal life.
Variety Studio invites you to listen in as today's top actors share their stories in conversations with their peers.
I've always had that philosophy that if I'm scared of it, let's do it.
I was never in a position where I could not take a job.
With Patricia Arquette and Julia Roberts, Amy Adams and Richard Madden, and Taraji P. Henson and Ellen Pompeo. Welcome to Variety Studio Actors on Actors. I'm Ramin Satude. Over the next half hour, 3 fascinating conversations you'll only see right here. Let's get things started with Patricia Arquette and Julia Roberts, 2 of Hollywood's most celebrated actors. Emmy and Oscar winner Patricia Arquette plays a vulnerable prison employee in the limited series Escape at Dannemora.
Well, I'm trying to help. I mean, I'm the one who went to the cops. No one came to ask me. That's all I've been doing is trying to help.
2-time Emmy Award nominee and Oscar winner Julia Roberts overturns her movie star persona in an understated departure as a therapist in the twist-filled first season of the series, Homecoming.
What do I inspire you to do?
Just make a fresh start. You know, leave the past behind like you're doing, but together.
I have a funny story.
Okay.
So many years ago, one of my early auditions was for a movie called 3000.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so most people don't know, but 3000 was what the original Pretty Woman script was.
Yes.
And that movie was very dark.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending was really heavy.
Threw her out of the car, threw the money on top of her, as memory serves, and just sort of drove away, leaving her in some dirty alley.
Right, so it really read like kind of a dark, gritty art movie. When you first read it, it was obviously that incarnation of it.
I got that job.
Right.
But I had no business being in a movie like that, really. And I get the part. The studio that had it, this small movie company, folded over the weekend. And by Monday, I didn't have a job. So the script, there was one producer that stayed with the script, and then when Gary Marshall came on, and I think because he's a great human being, he met me just because I had once had the job, and they changed the whole thing, and it really became more something that is in my wheelhouse than what it originally was.
That's so amazing. That's such a cool, wild story. I'm so excited to hear that second part of it. I never knew any of that.
Yeah.
But I also always had a fantasy of recasting you in 3000, the original script. Mm-hmm. And you could even do it now.
I couldn't do it then. I couldn't do it now.
Really?
Thank God it fell apart. I mean, even in Pretty Woman, like if I just had to be in a slip, I'd be covered in hives. I would just be so uncomfortable. I mean, I was like breaking out in like hives in a cold sweat watching Escape at Dannemora. I just don't even know. I think, what are they saying just before action in the bushes like that? Like what?
Right.
How do you do that?
So for me, when I was looking at the sex scenes in Escape at Dannemora, it was like, I'm going to gain all this weight. It's going to be the first time I'm ever not going to use body makeup. And I want to have the conversation, who's allowed to be sexual? Who's allowed to be sexual on film? What kind of body types are acceptable? Who's sexy and who gets to decide who's sexy? All of those kind of things that I don't think we ever get to really talk about or think about.
Well, you were hot as a pistol and very, very compelling. But I just would think, and then do you break for lunch after that? Or like what, where is everybody? I think about the mechanics, like how do you get on the set? How do you get off the set? Who's standing there? What if you don't like someone that's in this
and that's happened too.
Little sewing
circle.
Adjunct?
Well, part of it, what I have found, there's always this kind of coven of women. They're from the wardrobe department and makeup people. and they're there with robes, and they're like covering you immediately, and they're like, girl, I'm here. They don't even say anything, but they're like, we're here.
Yeah.